been asked to slow down.
Hey guys, this is Rosa Kelly. So today I am here with a new journal collection that I put together, and I've been working on these for a while, so I'm excited to finally have them ready to share with you. So on this collection, the theme is basically flower gardening. As you can see, I have these beautiful fabrics on the covers, and on the inside pages we have different types of scrapbook paper, tea dye paper, laces and trims and things like that. So for this collection I have 4 Lapbook style journals. So they're a combination of kind of like a little folio journals, and then I have 4 regular journals, and the regular journals have 3 signature pages. So it does have more pages but none of the like interactive kind of folio pages on them, so more of a classic journal type of look. Here just gonna show you the different covers. So the inside pages are pretty much the same, but each one of these have a beautiful fabric cover. So I fell in love with these fabrics a long time ago. I actually had them on my stash for a while, and I finally decided to put together the collection. So I have one of each type for each one of the fabrics. So for example, I have the Lapbook style journal on this fabric, as well as one of the regular journals. So you can kind of, if you like, get a little set, or if you are in love with one particular fabric, you have 2 chances of getting that one. And so the journals there are Lapbook style. These ones measure 7 by 8.5, and the regular journals measure 6 by 8.5. And for both of them, the spines are about 2 inches to, I think this one is about 1 3/4, and these ones are 2 inches. So yeah, so now let me share with you the different fabrics. So I have 2 beautiful colorful flower types. So this is this first one, and then this is the second one. So I am in love with the very vibrant colors, beautiful for a summer journal. And then we also have 2 more like soft pastel colors. So this beautiful fabric here, and as you can see, all of these covers have been stitched all around on my sewing machine. And then this is the other fabric. So I really love this blue color. It just looks very shabby chic, very elegant, and again beautiful for this summer. So these are the Lapbook styles, and then we have the same style fabric. So the journals have 3 signature pages, and I wanted to include lots of laces onto each one of these. So these journals are going to be listed on my website. I'm going to have the link down below. And so let me just share with you this one here. I really had a lot of fun creating this collection for you, and kind of mixing the papers and playing around with the fabrics and stitching everything around, and it took me quite some time, but again, I'm super happy to have them finally ready, just in time for collecting all your summer memories. So now I'm just gonna give you a walkthrough of one of each, because they're all pretty similar on the inside. Of course, the design of the pages do change. I wanted to include colors that match the fabrics. Like for this one, the design papers are more like brighter and more like happy, heavier tones. And then for the pastel ones, I included papers that are more on the softer side, more muted colors here. Okay, so now I'm gonna give you a walkthrough of the Lapbook style books. So again, these are 8.5 by 7. This one have one signature because they have one kind of like journaling section, and then we have the two folios on the inside. So on the first folio, and these are all the same for all the Lapbook styles, so I will only share one. This over here opens up, and then these, let me put this to the side, this opens down, and then these two open to the side, and then over here we have a pocket on each one of these, and then this opens up, and then this opens to the side and to the side again, and then all of these slides up, and then we have a place here for a picture on the center, and then this just comes down, and then it closes and it closes. Then on the journaling section here, again, the beautiful scrapbook paper. We have laces, and then I have included some beautiful garden magazines from a vintage book, and I just really love the images, the flowers. And then I have some tea dye paper and mixed with some of the scrapbook paper as well. And I love the cascading effect of the pages. I made all the pages different sizes, so you have more of like a kind of like a layer effect on your pages here. So more beautiful trims or magazine pages, so ready for you to decorate, to add your personal touches onto the journal. So look at this beautiful garden here, and all of these different pages, smaller size, larger size. So I really had fun creating the layers, and then more beautiful trims. And so that is the journal section, and then on the back we have another little folio. So I did add velcro for the closure here, and then this opens up like that. Over here this opens up again, and then we have a waterfall, so you can include a lot of pictures as well as a lot of journaling on these books. And then this opens here, and then this center also opens down, so large areas for pictures. And then this closes and closes here. So these two journals kind of have the same colors on the design paper, so I'll just do a really quick look here. So the insides are the same, the folio sections, but I'll just share with you really quick some of the pages, trims, scrapbook paper, tea dye paper, magazine papers, and the back folio. And then for the pastel flower journals, these again have a more muted color tone. So this over here is the same design, the same for all of them. So this whole thing slides up and down, and then this opens up, and then this open and open to the side, and then we close that up. And then we have the journal section with the beautiful trims, and the papers, as you can see, are more on the pastel tone, if that's more your aesthetic. I honestly can't pick one that I like the most because I love the soft pastel, but I have really been into these like vibrant colors, happy colors. Love the garden images here. So on this magazine they were exploring beautiful like gardens from like palaces or different houses, and I think the images are just so pretty and so inspirational as well. So this one and this one here will have like the same papers, but of course I mix the order and the tones, but again, the garden images are just gorgeous. And so that is this one here. And now let me give you a look at the regular journals. So again, I have 4 of each. So this one measures 6 by 8.5 by, I think this is either 1.5 or 1 3/4. Yeah, it's almost 2 inches actually. And okay, so we have all the stitching all around. And then look at the beautiful laces, how they look here on the side of the book. I just love that. And then we open this up, and then these are the pages. So for this journal, the pages are all pretty much the same size. And then we have a lot more pages here because we have 3 signatures. So if you like more of like collaging and writing, these journals are probably best here because you have a lot more room for writing and adding all your memories, and you can collage and do things like that. The beautiful flowers here. I'm just in love with the images on the magazine. Okay, so lots and lots of pages, lots of flowers. I like that the design paper is thick, so you can even do some watercolor if you wanted to do, or some stamping. So they will really take some mixed media weights and collage here. So that's the first signature. So this is the second signature here. The beautiful rose papers, pink tones, tea-dye paper. I like tea-dye paper a little bit more on journals because they're lighter color, so it's a lot easier if you were going to write in here compared to the coffee paper, which are more like a little bit more on the darker side. Okay, so beautiful pink pastels, more magazine pages, and tons of room for writing and all of that. So this is the second signature, and then we have one more signature page here. So again, the magazine, the laces, the gardens are so pretty. I remember when I was working on this collection, because it has been a long time since I've been working on this, and I was so inspired to do some planting and put some flowers around the garden. And I have been getting a little bit into photography and just taking pictures of beautiful flowers that I see when I take a walk, or sometimes when I'm at work and I walk the fields, the gardens, and I just keep taking pictures of flowers. So I think these journals will be perfect to collect all of those beautiful types of flowers that we see that are blooming right now, this beautiful season. And so yeah, look at the colors, so pretty. So I'm gonna show you just one more with the darker or more brighter colors. So again, the beautiful laces, and then definitely a lot more color, which I really like as well. So the gardens, so pretty. Some butterfly paper, so soft. So lots of room for writing here. And I just love the sound of the crinkle paper. So I also was very careful on picking like the magazine, that the images also kind of match the paper. So this one has some blues, kind of matching the paper there. Pages, more butterflies, beautiful structures. Yeah, I just really love these journals. So these are all gonna be listed on my website right now, so I'm gonna have the link below, and I hope that you guys like the collection, and I hope that you like the walkthrough, you like how they came out, and I also hope that I was able to inspire you to do some more journaling this summer. I know I definitely need to do a little bit more, so I will be probably keeping one of these journals. Oh, I love this blue chair here. So yeah, so anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed the walkthrough of the journals. I have the link to my website on the description box below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.